Howdy, I'm Jeff Younger. Some of you may know what's going on with my son at family court. Dallas County judge is trying to castrate my son and turn him into a girl. And I've been fighting for 7 years to stop him from doing it. I spent 1.3 at this point, $1.3 million trying to protect him. I've been able to keep him from being chemically castrated, but he's still dressed in a dress. He's taken to school. They're teaching him that he's a girl. His psychologist teaches him that a girl. The judge has admonished me in court and said that I have to accept my child for who she is. That's what she said about my son. And I told her, well, I don't have to do what you tell me to do with my children. I'm a fit parent, and I get to make decisions about my children. And she put me under an illegal gag order to prevent me from running for political office, to change the laws. And this gag order actually makes this talk right here illegal. I'm violating the gag order by speaking to you right now. But I don't follow illegal mandates from government officials anymore since COVID. I don't do it. So, the reason I'm telling you this is I want you to understand that this is not something that's unique to one judge. We have a serious systemic problem with how the family courts are run. And I would just ask you to think about, why do we have family courts at all? They're run under the civil rules. Can't any civil court hear a family court case? Why do we create family courts? There are good reasons. The child support system brings in revenues to the state at about $750 million. And the more child support they issue, the more the judicial retirement goes up. So judges have financial incentives. You can only issue child support if one of the parents isn't with their children. And so judges act in such a way as to always choose a winner and a loser parent. And unfortunately, this pattern goes on, and it can take very perverse forms, like we see with Corbin. You know, this is really an easy question, right? You'd think that a judge would understand that a boy needs his father to set the example for him on the way to the afterlife, on the way to the next life. And that judge has determined, for reasons, pecuniary reasons, reasons of money, reasons of power, reasons of sexual feminist politics, has determined that a boy cannot end his life with dignity with his father. And that's just how debased the family courts are. That's how debased they are. They're willing to cut my son's penis and testicles off and make me pay for it. And they're willing to let his son die without dignity. And I think if this doesn't move you to investigate what's really going on in family courts, and if it does not move you to take action to help Corbin see his father, I don't think this state can survive the civil unrest that will come. We are simply not going to allow our courts to abuse children on an industrial scale. So if you can see it in your heart, make phone calls, write letters, get elected officials involved. Talk to the media. We had a question here, why isn't the newspaper? The newspapers have official policies to black out family court issues except in celebrity cases, because it's considered a feminist issue. That's the way they've classified it, and they will not report on these issues. They haven't even reported on my issue. Dallas Morning News has never reported on my case. So I want you to think about how you can use your voice to help Corbin. And it should tell you something too, that we have to use this kind of political force to get Corbin to see his father. Shouldn't a judge simply say he's a fit parent?
Yeah.
And a fit parent gets to decide. So you can clearly see there's something wrong, and I just want you to think about the bigger picture. All the courts are operating in this corrupt way. It's just showing up now and bubbling up to the surface here in your community.